I want to bring in Congressman John Larson, the House Democratic Caucus Chair and a member of the House Ways and Means Committee. Good to have you back, Congressman. Good morning.
Always good to be with you, Chris.
Mitt Romney has taken a lot of heat today about specificity, but look, their argument is we've tried it Barack Obama's way. Job creation is still lagging behind what were already modest expectations. We need something different here. Do they have an argument?
Well, they've become the party of change and hope. He essentially changes his position every day and hopes that everybody doesn't notice it. And funny thing on the two words that they hate the most are called fact check. And when the facts are checked, as you've been saying on the show, his numbers don't add up, and he doesn't bring any specificity, which means if you were to go ahead with his plan, as economists have already cited, that means the middle class gets whacked for about $2,000. And as everybody knows, that ain't right.
Well, let me play for you a little clip of Ann Romney, who stood up for her husband this weekend. Here she is.
Our life has always been devoted to those that are struggling more than we are. And I was grateful for the opportunity that we had at the convention for others to speak up and talk about the kind of lives we've led, and in particular for Mitt, who really has been demonized in many ways as being heartless.
They say both the perception and the reality is that Mitt Romney does care about the middle class. He showed it in the way he's lived his life, and he said on Meet the Press he does not intend to raise taxes on the middle class. What do you say, Congressman?
Well, my grandfather used to say it very well: trust everyone, but cut the cards. I mean, you're going to be president of the United States, and listen, Ann Romney is a very sincere and wonderful person. I have no doubt that Mitt Romney is a good person, but in terms of being a president, based on the policies that they've laid forward, based on what he said he will do, and then how they've changed their position, or has sketched it away, this is the real deal here. He's got to close it with saying what he will actually stand for. Pointed out throughout his primaries by his own opponents, saying, listen, nobody knows what he stands for. And I think Ann Romney does as best she can to warm him up, but it's not a question of warmth. It's a question of specificity. And on this case, as it relates to not burdening the middle class more and getting rid of some of the popular things that are so important, like mortgage deduction and child tax credits, those impact people directly.
Well, let me ask you about what Congress can and should be doing. Big issues facing you as you're back now. Funding the government past September 30th, the Farm Bill, the fiscal cliff. What happens if the election passes and nothing gets done? How do you make this work?
That has been the ploy of the Republican-controlled House of Representatives. Number one, Chris, take up the president's jobs bill. I have heard the Republicans at their convention and subsequently talk about the number of people that are out of work, that are unemployed. The president has the only jobs plan that's on the board, isn't even granted the courtesy to take it up. We're going to be leaving Congress, rumored in only 8, really what amounts to 6 business days. Stay here and get the job done. For people that are outside and out of work, they're astonished by the fact that this Congress won't do anything and seems content to kick the can down the road with the mission of rather seeing Obama fail than the nation succeed.
Congressman John Larson, again, always good to have you on the program. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Chris.